Yo, what up, everybody? It is Coach Mitch, the Panthers fan. This isn't on. It's not even. It's just for show. Okay, so I'm going to be doing these videos after our games, most of them anyway, where I just kind of give my raw, unfiltered thoughts. It's not going to be a heavily edited video. It's just going to be edited video. It's just going to be me giving my thoughts because I be having a lot of them, and I be trying to comment them on TikTok and YouTube, and it ends up being a lot. So it's like, let me just stream of consciousness it, right? So this should be fun. Hopefully more fun in the future when we win games. We obviously lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars 26-10. I have a few thoughts, right? For the people who are like, Bryce is actually bad, we should get rid of Bryce. All the Bryce Young comments can go out the window, right? I'm going to say this just once. I'm trying to say it a bunch because it is slightly a cop-out. But this is the first game. This is one game. Now, obviously, as we get 2, 3, 4 weeks in, you can't keep saying that. But it is one game. So that's just a caveat I'm going to throw out there. Bryce actually... Obviously, he had the fumble. That's the thing that probably upset me the most because he had at least a couple of them last year. At least one that I remember. That one against the Cowboys. But when he runs, I need him to protect the ball. That was 100% on him, right? The first interception, while he could have ran, I get he is more throw first. It wasn't like a pick that I really put on him. Like, if I had to give him a percentage, it would be like 25%. XL ran into the defender. I thought you could have called interference there. And then the ball bounces in the air, gets picked, right? What are you going to do? And then the last one, we're just trying to get something. You're just throwing the ball short, ends up, I don't know if it was Dowdle or who it was, but whoever you threw it to was kind of like, had to reach forward, it bounces. Like, it's not great, but is a pick, obviously, but it's not something where I'm like, oh, Bryce threw it right to the fit. Like, the picks, I'm not really that upset about. It's the fumble that I'm upset about. The other thing I'm second most upset about is the underthrow of Renfrow, because that should have been a touchdown, right? It is what it is. That's not something where I'm like, oh, he couldn't have made that pass. He underthrew it. So I think there might have been pressure coming, but even if not, sometimes you underthrow it. He had some good throws to XL that ended up out of bounds. He had a throw that was a little too far to the side to Renfrow that was out of bounds, but it was a decent throw. He had a good throw to McMillan. Like, I don't look at this game and say this is Bryce Young's fault. What I do look at this game and say is that our defense is not good, and we knew our defense wasn't going to be good. I'm frustrated because we got no pressure on the quarterback, which was the thing that I stressed so much over the offseason, is that I really thought we should have put all of our focus into edge. Not that we didn't draft edge, but I don't think we made it as much of a priority as we needed to because we got no pressure this game, and we got no pressure at all last year, and it's going to be a problem when quarterbacks have a million years to throw. So linebackers... honestly, I thought the DBs were solid. Mike Jack played well. Horn played well. Love the interception. Linebackers are we don't have like an identity when it comes to the D-line and linebackers. It was nice to see Derek Brown out there. I thought he did his thing. Chuba, I thought, did well. I thought the running back room actually looked solid, right? Tight ends, here's the thing. Everything gets impacted by the fact that we ended up having that turnover, and then there was the delay. Like, everything that could have gone wrong for us went wrong in like every possible way. So because of that, I don't think we actually saw what the team wants to implement. More plays I imagine, to the tight end, right? A better balance. If we complete some of those passes and extend drives, you'll see more of the team, right? So all of that, I think, kind of plays a role. So I don't look at this game and say, we need to fire everybody. This is the same old Panthers. Bryce played terrible. I think for the most part, Bryce was confident until the bad things happen, like the ball getting tipped. And then one thing about Bryce is he wears his emotions on his sleeve. So whenever things start going bad, you can tell. And then he plays best when he's most confident, right? Confidence goes away when every little thing doesn't go your way. Like, everything that can go wrong goes wrong. So the Jaguars, by the way, I actually think they're a better team than they were last year. I don't think that this was a game that we couldn't have won. I just think nothing went our way. But yeah, honestly, I think there's some things to be positive about. DB's positive. Derek Brown positive. I think Bryce is still Bryce, honestly. Well, obviously you have to give it time, but I don't look at Bryce and say, oh, he regressed or whatever. Run blocking was solid. Run game is solid, which is needed. I think we have the pieces there. This was just a bad first try, So obviously I'll be harder on the team if things start to continue to look this way, but I'm not going to throw this game out entirely, but I can look at this more grand scheme and say, all right, first game, here's some things that are looking promising. Here's some things that definitely need to shift. Let's see if things can go our way next time. And we'll see where we go from there. So I'm not in panic mode at all. I know people get real quick to be in panic mode. I don't think it's time to be in panic mode. Trust me, I'll let you know when it is. As you can see, like I said, very stream of consciousness. I just kind of like these are the thoughts that have been in my mind that I can't just type out to people. But I think Chuba played well. I think Dowdle's going to be a good 1-2 punch with Chuba. I think XL, if I'm honest, I love him. I need to see some progress. I need him to drag that foot. I need him to block. I need him to show effort. Like, I'm really, he's got a few more games before I'm on the train with probably the rest of y'all where I'm like, man, like, this is a failed attempt. So McMillan looked great, by the way. I don't know why I haven't said that. McMillan, probably because I have this up at running back. McMillan actually, really probably the brightest spot offensively. He caught most things. I don't know if he had any like drops. He had one that was taken out of his hand that could have been a touchdown, but I thought he looked good. I actually think Renfro ran good routes. He just got hit. Yeah, he just got the ball knocked out. But yeah, I'd like to see Sanders get some more throws his way. Yeah, so I'm not in panic mode. I hope you guys aren't, but I have a feeling y'all are. But I guess we'll see. Off to next week. Love you guys.